Okay, me that. Oh, okay. Me last test went well. Let me just check again. Yeah, the last test went well. The last test went well, so yeah. So last time, now I'm gonna play Toy Blast, and last time I played, I failed I failed a few times on this level, and I only managed to complete 4 levels, I think it was, and was kind of disappointed about that. So I'm gonna play now, and hopefully I'll do better on this rather challenging level. And I've been feeling disappointed just now as well, because I'm already feeling tired, even though I've only been awake since I don't know, maybe 12 in the afternoon or so. And as you can see, it's about only just after 9 now, and yeah, considering these days I want to feel productive, well, that's kind of bad news for me, as you can imagine, isn't it? And yeah, this level seems to start to get hard, I've found, once the squares that are lit up in the middle, which constantly change, seem to be replaced by the squares that don't change, since the squares that don't change seem to be kind of random. You don't get you don't seem to get big groups of the same colours with them, and yeah, and another reason why I didn't make any videos yesterday, along with my tiredness and body and, bod- and bodily aches and pains. Another reason, yeah, I didn't make videos yesterday, partly because of my bodily aches and pains, but also because I was feeling really tired and whatnot. And as you probably know by now, when I feel feeling tired, and when I feel tired, I start to doubt my skill with the games, and I start feeling like any attempts at making videos would end up being miserable. So I procrastinate and put it off. But at the same time, I get a feeling of urgency inside, feeling like I'm doing nothing, and feeling like I'm letting the time pass, and feeling like my life will end up going by without me without me ever having succeeded or whatever, and it just gets me down, really. So it's quite a catch-23, isn't it? I suppose you could say, or catch-22, whatever. I know that catch-22 is probably the right number, but I always find it funny saying catch-23, especially partly because it's blatantly wrong and whatnot, but also because there was an old Amstrad game back in the day called Catch-23, and I feel like it's nice to kind of pay it tribute in such a way, isn't it? But I digress. Yeah, it makes me feel bad sometimes when I when I see the word God, and it makes me a bit anxious with my OCD sometimes, because I start worrying that I'll have wrong thoughts when I see the word God, and that it'll be even worse on those occasions to have the bad thoughts than it would be at other times, since we're supposed to be respectful towards God and have that reverence towards Him and all. that's the nature of a person like me who suffers from religious OCD or scrupulosity, as they call it. It's a very nasty sounding word. It's a very nasty sounding word, isn't it, to describe the condition. I've always thought that is, it sounds. I've always thought it sounds like a serious mental health condition. But in a way, I don't think there's anything really wrong with having highly developed scruples, is there really? And I suppose that's where the word scrupulosity comes from. Yeah, because I've heard they say people who are immoral or treacherous or whatever are unscrupulous, don't they? So naturally, a person who's the complete opposite, like me, would be would kind of would kind of possess a high quality of these so-called scruples, as they call them. Yes. Anyway, I seem to be doing quite well here, don't I? I was hoping that would be the case, that I'd be able to get it done this time um, rather than failing so many times like I was doing the other day. Wonder what test is that she just mentioned just then. Sounds somewhat interesting, doesn't it? Although it's looking like I might not do it after all, maybe. Oh yeah, that was so lucky, wasn't it? 2 stars. Nice. Oh, I think the first time I only got 1 star, maybe, didn't I? Not sure. Yeah, it was quite a miserable score compared to everyone else's scores. Well, most of the scores, wasn't it? Although it seems like lots of people found that level hard. Lots of my friends, yeah. Anyway, let's continue on to this next map section, which I've always liked, partly because this is where we start getting the Easter eggs in the levels, but also because it's got this nice pathway made of chocolate blocks, as you can see. Some of them have even got bites taken out of them, which seems rather unsanitary, doesn't it? Oh, we'll let them off considering it's only a game and all. And this rabbit here reminds me of the ones I've had for the chocolate rabbits I've had for Easter, sometimes wrapped in foil that has the colour scheme and design of rabbits. So yeah, it's very cute, I think, and lots of nicely designed Easter eggs here and candy wrappers and lollipops and whatnot, isn't there? And that basket reminds me of when I was at primary school, Lawrence Road Primary School, or infant school in Liverpool back in the day, back in the late 80s, and one Easter we made these kind of little baskets or whatever, and then the teachers put Cadbury's cream eggs in them for us to take home. Yeah, we made little paper baskets. That was what it was. And I remember on that day. I think it was that day anyway, seeing bunny footprints all over the school in the classroom, and I was excited all day thinking we were eventually going to meet our Easter Bunny, and the Easter Bunny never actually came, so I felt disappointed in the end. But yeah, there seems to be some Easter Bunnies with eggs anyway, and that's a nice house. It kind of reminds me of the little cottage houses that you'll come across in fields and in Kingdoms of Amalur. Sometimes in Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Sometimes that's another game I'm looking forward to playing in a YouTube playthrough sometime in the future. But regardless, let's get on to this map section. And it was this particular map section where the person who invited me to play the game never advanced off of. So I remember feeling proud when I passed her at that time, but I won't say which one since I don't really want to kind of make her feel embarrassed and then her complaining about my videos and whatnot, and possibly get them taken off to YouTube and all that, even though you see people insulting and criticizing people on YouTube all the time, calling them frauds and whatnot, and those videos never get taken down, do they? Suppose it's a matter of favoritism sometimes, though, isn't it? I'd best not say too much in case my controversial opinions work against me here anyway. I really like the design mechanic of these Easter eggs, by the way, where they start off with a nice wrapping paper on them, and then when you hit them once, they change into these pure chocolate Easter eggs with the with the same bunny pattern on them. Can you believe? Can you believe I was actually physically pointing at the Easter eggs with my finger on the screen just then, like I was thinking you'd be able to see what I was pointing at with my finger. I tell you, I have so many stupid moments. Sometimes you could think I was a blonde woman, couldn't you? But I like to think I make up for it with my other moments of extreme genius sometimes. Yes. With all my rambling, I haven't really discussed much about the actual gameplay, have I? But regardless, we've done the level now. And as you can see, I seem to be finding these levels a bit easier than the levels where the colours would change randomly each time. Because I didn't come close to beating my original score, but no matter. So that was 151, and now we'll go on to 152, which I'm second on. Yeah. I always find it satisfying matching colours next to a load of the Easter eggs to hit a load of them at the same time. That's the kind of thing only nerdy video game players like me will be able to identify with, though, so don't worry if you can't identify with it. I wonder if I'll be able to get 2 Rubik's Cubes here and make myself feel elite. Maybe not, though. Hold on, I think it's me pretty close to doing it here, though. Hold on, no, my hopes seem to be my hopes seem to be dashed for the time being, sadly. So let's just mash these power-ups together like so, and hope it'll be enough to tip the scales in my favour. Yeah, despite my extreme amount of activity when I took that big walk the other day, I'm still suffering from throat problems, especially when I wake up sometimes, and it's really tickly as soon as I wake up, like really croaky, yeah. Still, no matter. It will get better when it gets better, I suppose. Oh, and I was just one move away from doing it just then, as you could see. I find it's actually quite funny, the sheer amount of times that's happened to me in levels on this game, that I'd be just one move away from succeeding in completing the level. It's happened so much that I don't even really get frustrated about it anymore. I just kind of shrug my shoulders, finding it kind of amusing, really. Sometimes it is good to take your time on these levels, though, and plan your moves ahead. To make sure that you can get the right color combinations together in order to reap the maximal benefits as you're proceeding with your goals that you need to accomplish to complete the levels. And by the way, it isn't very generous with the amount of moves it gives you on this level, sadly, is it? So it's looking like I might not do it once more, sadly. But I put in a good effort, and that's what matters, isn't it? Well, in this video I only managed something like 3 levels, managed to complete something like 3 levels, and I thought it'd start proceeding faster once I got beyond those levels where the colours randomly change with each move, but no, I guess it's a case of the game naturally getting harder now. Disappoints me to a certain extent, but what can you do? After all, I'm the kind who likes to look elite, so to speak. Guess due to my insecurity and all. Yeah, it looks like I'll be able to get the Rubik's Cubes together here now. Yeah, that was very good, wasn't it? And sometimes when I have lapses in my commentary, sometimes I find myself wondering if it's because I'm tired or if I'm just running out of things to say, maybe. Or maybe sometimes I just need to focus on talking slower, because of how people sometimes say that talking more slowly kind of makes you seem more confident and in control of situations and more authoritative and what have you. It's just that in the past I've always thought that with my naturally slow, stupid sounding voice, that I've generally thought that talking slow makes me sound even more slow and stupid from a mental standpoint, so to speak. Suppose that comes from my life of ridicule during my high school and college days and whatnot, but what can you do really about the past? The answer's nothing, isn't it? Other than learn from it. And they say those who don't learn from their past mistakes are destined to repeat them, so to speak. I know it's another word rather than destined, but well, that word sometimes makes me feel anxious. Especially after looking up the precise definition of it one time. That leads me to stop using such words casually and instead abstain from using them altogether. I know I sound like an insane lunatic sometimes, but I don't care. I wonder if I'll be able to get this last one now. After all, it's in a bit of an awkward place, isn't it? But yes, I do. I will get it, yes, like so. And now we'll go to the next level, yay! First, once again, although I didn't match my last score, did I? And so now we're on to level 154, which was my old house number when I used to live in Liverpool back in my first 10 years of life. So it'll be fitting if I manage to complete this level for the first, if I manage to complete this level on my first attempt, won't it? After all, 154, I suppose you could say, is one of my numbers, so to speak. And you've got to love it when when they start mixing the old features with the new features and levels, like with the Easter eggs being the new features and the toys you have to get down to the bottom being the old features. Oh dear. Always interesting to see them used together, I think, in order to add that unique experience to each individual level. It's good game design, I think. Don't really see many other options other than to mix these two power-ups together. I am pleased to see that to feel that my OCD is at least somewhat better now. Don't know if it's because of the insane amount of exercise I got on my walk, on my long tiring walk the other day, or if it's just a case of God giving me a break from suffering from it, maybe. But regardless, I'm grateful about it. Now, I wonder if we can get a good amount of... Oh, yeah, I was forgetting I didn't have a Rubik's Cube. I didn't have a Rubik's Cube already, so it was maybe not so smart of me to be trying to get another Rubik's Cube there. And as you can see, it was probably better to just get the 2 TNT boxes instead. Oh, seem to be doing much better this time, don't I? Toys get very excitable when you manage to get them to the bottom of the screen, don't they? Yippee! With a yippee, you know. Rather cute, I think. So I wonder what excitement the next level has in store for us. Been going for 23 minutes now. Oh, 155, I'm on now, yes. I wonder where I am on this particular 10th, not bad. Shame about me on being at the bottom, just underneath me, isn't it? But overall, finishing the level's better than not finishing it, isn't it? Especially with how plenty of my friends haven't got this far in the game anyway. And I think about 21 or 22 or so of my friends in total play this game. Or at least they have played it in the past before giving up on it. Maybe when things get too difficult, that's when they've given up on it. But I suppose not everyone has the time to keep making repeated failed attempts to try and complete the levels and all, do they? Some people probably have like social lives and what have you. You know, unlike friendless people like me, friendless losers like me and all. Don't worry, I'm not seriously insulting myself. I'm just trying to make my friends who haven't succeeded with the levels feel better. I do have a heart after all, you know. Starting to panic a bit now, though. Yeah, let's try this. Let's see. Nice. Although still we got 4 moves to go, sadly. So could this be the end of the video? Actually, I think it will be, because I'll probably never get that corner one now. Oh well, it was close at least. So that was 155. And no, we won't be waiting the 4 minutes to get my lives back, and so instead I'll bid you all farewell, and I'll see you the next time I make a video. I'll see you when I see you, to quote Barney from Half-Life 2. Goodbye, friends.